there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Carlos King. Today we are talking Married to Medicine and Dr. Heavenly, because some tea was spilled, and we're going to talk about all of it. So first and foremost, this is Messy Mondays per Carlos King on his YouTube Live. He normally does recaps with Dr. Heavenly on the previous episodes of not Love and Marriage Huntsville. I wish. Married to Medicine. And we talked about yesterday how the kibosh was put on that for Dr. Heavenly, right? And so Carlos King, before he went into his review, wanted to set the record straight, wanted to let the people know that there was no beef on his part with Dr. Heavenly, that, there's no falling out with Dr. Heavenly. And he was trying to say that basically him and Dr. Heavenly put more eyeballs on Married to Medicine and not Phaedra, that it was them that, made everything happen. And said that there's people who are jealous and that do not want them to prosper, don't want them to thrive, do not want them to be bigger than people want you to be, right? And then he said allegedly that somebody clipped some things. I presume at least one of these lives with Dr. Heavenly, right? And sent it to somebody, emailed it to somebody, allegedly, is what he is alleging in his YouTube video. And then, remember Dr. Heavenly told us the other day that, quote-unquote, Daddy told her no more YouTube. She was not allowed to do YouTube anymore. She was not allowed to review Married to Medicine anymore. And who shows up on Carlos King's live, you guys? Who shows up? None other than Dr. Heavenly herself, people. And because she was having issues with her Patreon, because some of you are going to pay on Patreon to hear what Dr. Heavenly can say on YouTube for free. Make it make sense. So again, she appears on there and is, saying that she's on YouTube. She's not supposed to be, that her husband doesn't know. And then she confirmed, she says a male cast member sent over some things that Dr. Heavenly was saying on YouTube. And she claims that her husband had no clue that she was on YouTube, that she was saying or doing anything on YouTube, and told her to cut it out. Now, with Dr. Heavenly, sometimes things can be a little bit embellished. Sometimes there's some delusions of grandeur. Do I think her husband told her to cut it out? Absolutely. Do I think a cast member, a male cast member, and it's literally between two people, two husbands in particular, that off the rip, I can guess who it was, right? I know who it was. I know who it was, and you know who it was, because there's a couple of husbands who were messy and love the mess. And one of them told Dr. Heavenly to power wash her house, right? So they sent these clips allegedly to Dr. Heavenly's husband, but I do believe somebody higher up is involved. Because it is just, because Carlos King alluded to there being more to the story, and that he was only going to reference things in the frame of Dr. Heavenly's tweets. But I still believe, I stand by it, that somebody in the higher up said something. Because nonetheless, Carlos King wanted to make it a point that certain people are watching the show, and that you never have an idea on who's watching your platform, number one. And then Dr. Heavenly told on herself when she got on the YouTube that she's not supposed to be on anymore. When she got on talking Married to Medicine on YouTube that she's not supposed to be doing anymore. Was talking about how production can manipulate things and make you look worse than what you're supposed to be. And that was the issue that got Mariah in trouble, was talking bad on production. So she was kind of talking about production a little bit there and kept saying, I'm going to get myself in trouble and this and that and all of the things, right?
But I still stand by that somebody higher up, because how is it that you're not supposed to be talking love? I am love and marriage hospitals on my brain, just because of the foolishness that Carlos King said in the last video that I did, just talking about how people should not be iced out of reality TV, that shows cannot continue if people are iced out from the show, and that he knows he's ironic and being a hypocrite because somebody's being iced out currently in Love and Marriage DC, and completely ignores the fact that Melody Sheree Rogers is being iced out on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like, I just cannot get past him intentionally not caring how Melody Sheree Rogers is being treated, but has the audacity to now all of a sudden, because you love Quad, she's not allowed to be iced out, even though she partook in the icing out of Mariah twice. So it's okay. You guys were fine when Mariah was iced out of her show. That was okay, but now it is a problem if Quad is iced out, and these are the same people. These are the same cast of characters that partook in the first icing out. So make it make sense to me. But yes, I do believe one of the husbands was messy enough to send some clips. It probably was something that she said about one of the husbands that probably was too far, that was too inappropriate, and all of the things, and they wanted to get their lick back. Maybe somebody potentially is close to somebody in production as well. Maybe somebody sent the clips allegedly to Andy Cohen. I don't know, but somebody higher up definitely told Dr. Heavenly to get off YouTube. Absolutely somebody did. So this will be very interesting. So she's supposed to be on Patreon tonight cutting up about Married to Medicine. And she did a little bit of cutting up on the YouTube live with Carlos King that she snuck into, that she claimed her husband had no clue she was on. And I'm like, something is not right here. Something is not right. I stand by somebody higher up told Dr. Heavenly to stop. And it's just funny to me because prior to, and this is Dr. Heavenly's impact, right? And that's why Carlos King likes her, because it really brought a lot of eyeballs to his platform. It brought him a lot of subscribers, because the moment that Dr. Heavenly was on, the chat went up to like 8,600 people. And then the moment that Dr. Heavenly was gone, it went down to 2,000. And then subsequently like 1,600 people in the chat. So Dr. Heavenly really is the draw, if we're keeping it a buck. Carlos King keeps referencing these raindrops, but how come the raindrops are not watching your shows, Carlos? Why aren't they watching Bold and Bougie that had 62,000 viewers last week? Why aren't they watching Love and Marriage DC? But like again, you're hyped about bringing more eyeballs to Married to Medicine, while the eyeballs continue to move away and black out of your own shows. Make it make sense. Your YouTube videos are getting more views than the ratings on your show. That's not a flex. That is not a flex, and that's what was happening. We're getting into Candy Burr's territory, to where more people were watching Speak on it than Real Housewives of Atlanta. Make it make sense. So there is that. What do you think of the alleged rumor that kind of was confirmed by Dr. Heavenly, that somebody, she says in particular, a male cast member, sent to her husband some clips, some information from this live that she does with Carlos King, and her husband put the kibosh on the YouTube and said no more Married to Medicine reviews, no more YouTube. And now she's going behind a paywall to still discuss Married to Medicine. So I don't know if she doesn't think that people aren't going to report back what was said on the paywall, but nonetheless, do you, right? Because money is money, right? But nonetheless, I still stand by that somebody higher up told Dr. Heavenly, you can't do this anymore. Because this also happened to Mariah. And it's so funny how everything comes full circle. Everything these people did to Mariah, and they complained at a reunion. They spent an entire segment complaining about Mariah and having a Facebook live and going on YouTube and having a platform and discussing her cast members and discussing behind the scenes, and then her stuff got shut down. And then Dr. Heavenly all of a sudden has a YouTube and is going live all the time. And now, after partnering up with Carlos King, she gets shut down. She gets shut down after a couple of months. Make it make sense. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.